go and see the Codes API, how to fetch the Codes API. I'm going to show you with pure practical coding example, guys. Let me remove this. All the things. Okay, let's go to the VS Code. Let me create the new folder and new file. Let's say it as, I'll go here and I'm going to create one new folder. I'll go inside the desktop. Let me name it as, it's like API. Let me name it as API and then create and then open. Done. Okay, let's quickly create the one file that is the index.html. Let me create one more file that is the, what was that? App.js. Basically, I want to work with JavaScript, guys. Okay, I will tell you how to use the API inside your JavaScript. I will be showing you it practically, guys. Okay, so first of all, remove this. Let's go to the inside the HTML. This is the basic HTML boilerplate, and this is very pretty easy. Like that HTML5, or you can simply press Shift and exclamatory mark. Okay, so you will get this type of structure. Now, first of all, we have this app.js, and I think all persons that how to link JavaScript with HTML, because those who attended my last 45 days sessions, you guys know that how to link this. It's very basically easy stuff. Just use this script tag over here, and you can simply say that src. Inside the src, you can simply say that app.js. Okay, now let's see whether it is working or not. I'm going to say that console.log of, let's say that it is working. Okay, my spelling was wrong. It is working, right? K-N-G. Done. Let me check whether it is working or not. Okay, how to check? Let's go with the live server. And let's see whether it is working or not. Let's inspect this page and just click on this console. Yeah, it is working. That means it is showing the output. No issues. It is perfectly linked. Now the app.js is working. Now, first of all, you guys know what exactly the API is doing, but you need to know what is the structure of API, how a API structure will look like. So now, for that, I will tell you two concepts. One is the arrays, one is the objects. These two are enough to understand about the API. Let's quickly go inside the HTML and let's see the what is arrays and what is objects, guys. So first of all, we are discussing the concepts called arrays, guys. This is most important concept inside the JavaScript. Most of the interview questions will be covered under the arrays only, arrays and objects. If you learn arrays and objects, you are a king inside the JavaScript. Seriously, arrays and objects, these are the two hands for human being. Like these are the two hands for the JavaScript, guys. Okay, let's see how an array look like. So let's see how an array look like. Suppose if you want to create one array, guys, let's see how to create an array, guys. First of all, you need to say that const, and I will say that array. So this is like a syntax. Blindly follow this syntax. Blindly remember this syntax. One is a variable name, and sorry, this is a variable type, constant, and the second one is variable name, and third one is nothing but these are the that square brackets, guys. Is it square brackets, right? Square brackets. So this is the syntax for array, guys. Now inside the array, I need to add the values. How to add the values? So array is a combination of all the elements. You can place numbers, you can place a string, you can place Boolean values, you can store anything inside the array. So let's see how to store, guys. First of all, I'll say that inside the double quotes, because double quotes, if you place anything inside the double quotes, it is a string, guys. I will say that Prashant. And if you add one more element, simply place comma, okay, comma, and you can add any other string. Let me add, let's take double quotes again. You can take double quotes or single quotes, that's your choice, guys. Okay, it will never create any problem. You can take double quotes or you can take single quotes, that's your choice. Okay, now let's create the one more thing, that is nothing but basically I love that Ketika Sharma. So these two are strings. Prashant is a string and Sharma is also a string. Let me store one value, number. Let me store a value like 9, okay, or 143. Okay, done. So let me move this to here. I think it would be meaningful. Okay, Prashant 143 Ketika Sharma. It would be meaningful. Okay. Now let's take Boolean values. You can store Boolean as well. True, and then false as well. You can store false. Okay. See, guys, these are very, very important. I'm storing string, I'm storing number, I'm storing Boolean values, true and false. Okay. And let me log this. If you want to print this, basically, if you want to print anything inside the C language or Python, you are going to say that printf, and then inside the Python, you are going to say that print, right? But inside the C language, you are going to say that printf, right? And inside the Java, you are going to say that, what was that inside the Java? System.out.println inside the Java, right? So like that, inside the JavaScript, JavaScript is purely a language, most lovable language in 2023. If you go and search inside the ChatGPT, if you see this, I'm going to search inside the ChatGPT. Let's see that which is the most popular programming language right now. If I see this, okay, my spellings are wrong, but it will take it as good. Okay. As of now, lost my knowledge of been the okay, done. Yeah, so I just been typed the wrong prompt. What is the most popular programming, right? Programming. I think is my spelling is wrong. Programming language in 2023. Let's see this. What will it show? I'm sorry, 2021. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think why it's not working. Let's go and see the bot. I really love the bot because it will create that. Let's copy the same question. Let's copy the same question and just paste it inside the bot. Let's ask the bot. What is the most popular program language in 2023? Obviously, definitely it will say that. No doubt in that. Let's see. See what it is saying, that JavaScript is the most popular language, guys. Not even Python, guys. JavaScript is the most popular and trending language in the 2023, not in the 2023. For your upcoming generations, for your kids' generation, JavaScript will lead the world, guys. Not Python. JavaScript will lead the world. Remember that. See, Prashant is a full stack developer. That's why he's saying that JavaScript will lead the world. No, my dear friends. You know that the JavaScript is now updating day by day. In future, it will support for, you know, that machine learning as well, at the same time data science as well. Okay, it's been updating, keep on updating. Okay, so that's why JavaScript is the most popular language. So try to learn the JavaScript from today onwards. Don't go for the Java, don't go for other language, because this is the trending language. Okay, got it? So I'm just been going somewhere, remove this. Okay, now go to the document this. Now let me log this, guys. Okay, how to log this? You can say that console.log off. You can simply say that array. I want to print this, right? Just simply say array. Okay, and let's see the output. Let's go here. See what it's saying, that Prashant, if I see this, okay, if you see this, Prashant 0 Prashant 1143 2 Ketika Sharma 3 true 4 false. Okay, and length is total 5. Length is 5. What is this 0 1 2 3 4? So these are nothing but the index values, guys. Okay, let me go here. Let me see this index, because if you want to understand this, all the deeper knowledge, guys. Okay, just go here. Let's take this. Basically, this is an array, guys. In this array, we have these values. Like this is what we call as index values. First, we have this Prashant name, and we have Ketika 143 and Ketika Sharma. Like I'll name it as Ketika Sharma, and it is 143, 140, and this is Prashant. Okay. At the same time, what we have next, like false and true, right? So this is what called index, guys. 0, 1, second, and third. Okay. So this is what we call as index values. And what is this total length? Total length is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4. Total length is 4, but the index value is, highest index value is 3, guys. Okay. Now let's see. I will show you one more thing. Suppose I want the value inside. I want the first value inside the array, guys. I want the first value. See, I want this first value. If I want this first value, now I will simply say that array of 0, guys. I'll simply say the array of 0. If I say that array of the 0, because of the index values, we are accessing one value from the array, guys. Okay. And if you see this, now what is our output? Tell me inside the chat box. What was our output? Tell me inside the chat box. Tell me inside the chat box. What was our output? Prashant, obviously. I'm the output. Let me check. I'm the output. See, let me refresh this page. Okay. Okay, let me refresh this page. Oh yeah, why it's showing like this? Array of 0. Let me console once again. Array of 0 is Prashant. Let me go through the output once again. Let's inspect this page. Okay, let's go to the console. See, it is showing that Prashant. Okay, Prashant. Let me log the console log of 1. What will it say? It will say that 140. If I go here, see, it is saying that 140. Now you got the how to create array. Okay, just remember this structure inside your mind. Let's go for the object, guys. Okay, let's go. So why I'm saying this all the things, arrays and objects, why I'm discussing these all the things. Within a couple of minutes, I'm going to give you the brief description why I am discussing this all the things. Okay, let me create one more thing. Let's comment out this. Now you know how to create the array. Let's see how to create the object. Let's see how to create the object. Const, I will say that object is equals to, now if you want to create the object, see, earlier we created the array. If you want to create the array, let's say that square brackets, but this time flower braces. Done, flower braces. Now inside the flower braces, you don't need to paste like this. Like if you paste like this, it will give you the errors, guys. If you paste like this, it will give you the errors. Don't paste like this. Array is different, object is different. Now let's see what is the structure of the object, guys. And you know what is the structure of array? Let's see what is the structure of object, guys. Okay. So first of all, what I would say is, I would say that author, okay, colon, double quotes. Inside this, I will simply say that author is Prashant and, okay, quote, guys, quote, colon, and double quotes. Inside the quote, I will say that no love, only. Tell me any, that rhyming word, no love, only. Tell me any rhyming word, yeah. Tell me any rhyming word. No love, only something, a rhyming word, meaningful word. No one is there to say that. Anyone? Okay, I will go for one thing. No girls, only goals. Okay, no girls, only goals. Okay, so this is one object, guys. See, we done a mistake, guys. Let me paste one comma over. So now it's perfectly valid, guys. That means how to create the object, type of the variable, name of the variable is equals to flower braces. Inside the flower braces, this is like a key value. See, it's a key, it's a value. It's a key, it's a value. Got it? So now how to access this? Let me say that console.log of object. Let me print this. What will happen? Let me print this. What will happen if I go to the console? Let's see that. So this is nothing but the object, guys. If you see that, like what it is saying, that it's an object, author Prashant, quote is nothing but no girls, only goals. Okay, got it? So this is a object, guys. Suppose I want only author name. I don't want complete object. I want only author name. How to get that? You can simply say that object dot key name, not value name, key name. I want only author. You can say that author. If you go and see that, what is saying that Prashant. Okay, now you got the idea how to access that. Now, if you want quote, if you want only quote, you can say that quote. Done. You can say that. Let's see that no girls, only goes. Now you got an idea about what is array, what is object, what is the structure of array, what is the structure of object. If you got the idea, if it looks easy, please type LE inside the chat box. Looks easy. If it looks easy, please type LE in the chat box. Within a couple of minutes, I will tell you why Prashant is, that saying this much of so the array. Prashant, why you are telling this array is an object? What is the need of this? Let me type LE in the chat box. Now let's see. So now the two things have been clear. One is like array is cleared. Okay, done. Now let's go this. Let's comment this. Object is also cleared. Done, right? Now let's discuss about array of objects. Array is different, object is different. Let's see about array of objects. array of objects. Hey, what is this array of the objects? Its name suggesting that array of objects. Let me create first of all array. Let's say that const array of objects. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Array of objects, right? Array of objects is equals to, first of all, it's array. Done. It's array. Let's see this. Let's array. And why it is having the name called array of the objects? If I create any object inside the array, that is what we can simply say it as array objects. Let's create the object. So this is one object. Place the dot. And let's create one more object. Place the dot. Oh yeah, it's not dot. Dot. Okay. Now let's create one more object. Place the dot. Done. Done. Oh yeah, why I'm playing this? Let me create one more object and then paste the dot, guys. Okay. Dot. Let's see this. Let's see this. So now it's saying that array of objects. Okay. Array of objects. That's why you can simply say that array of objects. So every time, don't remember the programming language. Programming language is one of the ocean. Don't remember that. Remember the syntax in an easy manner. What is array? What is object? What is array of the objects? Okay. Remember the structure inside your mind. That's it, right? Now what I'll be doing is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to write this inside this. Simple. Write this. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me remove this. Okay. If you see this, this is one object. This is one object. Now let me create one more object. See, again key value. I'll copy this same values and I'm going to paste it over here. Now this time I will change this name to like Prashant to any other name. Let me take Tarun. Let me take Tarun. Let me give me any code, guys. Let me give me. Everybody should type some codes inside the chat box. Everybody type some codes inside the chat box. I'm waiting for the codes. That may be any code. You can type any code. Born to code. Yes. Okay. Let's say that born to code. It not seems to be like a code, yeah. Born to code. No hugs, only debug. Exactly. I really love this. No hug, only debug. No hug, only debug. Right? Only debug. You are real programmers here, seriously. And let me create one more. Let's take this. And I'm going to create one more. Let's say that now this time we'll go for any other person. Let's see that any available or not. Okay. Let's take this. Any other name like, you know, that Rohan. Let's take Rohan. Let's tell me any things, right? Born to. Let's see that. Don't take rest, just fix. Okay. Or we'll go for no rest, only test. No rest, only test. Only test. Okay, only testing. That's it. Okay, let me remove this. I don't want this. So these are the codes enough. Now it is simply, we can call it as array of objects. Now earlier, if you seen this, inside this array, see, what is the nature of array? Nature of array is nothing but inside the array, you can store anything. You can store anything. See, basically what we done is, here we are storing this string. Here we are storing this string. And once string is completed, I'm pasting the comma. And again, I'm storing the number. I'm pasting the comma, right? Here is also same thing. But here I'm just storing the object, right? Now you can remove this object. You can remove this object. You can store any double quotes and you can simply say that Prashant. Prashant. That means now I'm storing the string, right? Instead of string, you can store object. Okay, now you got the idea. So why I'm just doing like this, okay? This is what we call as array of the objects. Now why I'm teaching this, guys? That is the biggest question. Why I'm teaching this, okay? Now let's see, guys, how to access this. If I say that, if I go on, if I say that console dot log off, console.log off. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see that console.log off. What is this array of objects? I'll copy this. I'm going to paste it over here. If you see that this is an array, guys, this is an array. Now if you see that 0, 1, 2, now I want the first value. I want this object. How can I do that? How can I do that? Instead of this, I will simply say that basically it is an array. The first one is array. So if you want to access the array, you need to say that index value. If I say that 0, okay, let's say that 0. What will happen? It will give this entire object. It will give this entire object. Let's see where it is giving the object or not. Yeah, it is giving only the first object. If you see that Prashant, no girls, only girls. Okay. If I want only author name, what should I do? If I want only author name, what should I do? What should I do? I can simply say that dot. Okay. Oh yeah, why it's not working? Dot author, right? Author. I will place author. Now it will give author name related to the 0 index. Got it? How easy and simple, yeah? It's a Prashant, yeah. Okay, now you got the idea how to create array, how to create object, how to create array of the object, and how to access a value from array, how to access a value from object, how to access a value from array of the objects. If you got the idea, and please type GI inside the chat box, then I'm going to show you how to work with API lively. I will be showing you. If it is clear, please type CLR inside the chat box. Everyone, don't sleep. Quickly type CLR inside the chat box. Now, within a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you that live API, guys. Live API. Let's see and go back. Let's see the live API, guys. Okay. Let's see the live API. Just play with JavaScript, yeah. Everybody feels like it's a complex one. No, my dear friends. Everything is easy. I'll just comment this all the code. Let's have some patience. Now I'm going to tell you how to work with API, guys. So if you want to work with API, first of all, let me do one thing. I will create one div called container. 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 So, not this container. So inside the container, I would say that one h1 tag. So for this h1 tag, I will say that one ID, guys. ID. So inside this ID, I will simply say that code. Okay, done code. So now let me create one button over here. I'll say that one button. So for this button, I will say that generate code. And let me create one on click over here, guys. On click is an event. Add event is that. Now see, I will be showing you one more thing as well. Now go here. Now I will tell you guys how to fetch the API. It's very easy and simple. Now I'm going to tell you how to work with random codes API. That means it will randomly generate the codes, guys. Okay, let's go and see that free codes API. Okay, where is this? I think it's in the free code camp. It is this. Now see. Just copy this. Click on this copy. Now it's copied. Or you can copy this. You can copy this and go here. Let me paste it over here. Guys. So don't feel, Arey Prashant, what is this fetch? It is also a JavaScript code. Arey Prashant, what is this fetch? What is this dot then? What is this then? So what is this function dot data? What is this ugly code? Don't confuse. So this is what we call as promises. Promises is a concept inside the JavaScript. Once we move to the promises concept inside the JavaScript, inside the 50 days bootcamp, I will give the complete description regarding that. Don't confuse right now. Just simply copy that. Okay. Now, what's the next work, guys? The next work is nothing but let me create one function over here. How to create the function? See, how to create the function is again one question, guys. So just follow the syntax. First of all, give the keyword called function. Give the keyword called function and followed by function name. Let me take a name called random code, or you can say that random. So basically, this is the structure of the function, guys. So what it is saying that function is a keyword and random is the function name. Okay. And here, what I will say is console.log of, simply say that function is working. Basically, if I comment this code, if I go to this, why is showing this model? Okay, let's see this, guys. If I go to the console, let's go to the console. Where is this console? Is this a console? Yeah, generate code. Okay, let's inspect this code. Okay, if you go to this console, nothing is available. If I refresh this page, nothing is available. Why? Because of why this console.log is not printing. See, if I say that console, if I say that same piece of line, if I say that, see, if I copy this code, if I paste it here, and if I say that is working. Now this is also console.log is working, and now this is also console.log function is working. Only change is here text is function is working, here text is working, right? But everything is seems to be same, right? If you go here, see why it is showing output only for this line is working. Why it is showing output only for this line? Why it is not printing this line? Why? Because of it is a function. We need to call that function. If you call that function, then only the function will work. Then only this function will work. Okay. Basically, why it is having such type of name? Like when we call the function, then only it will work. Basically, what do you mean by the function in real world, guys? Function means marriage functions and different functions, right? So if you are going for a function, that means somebody calls you, right? If anyone calls you, then only you will go for the function. Then only you will go for the function. If you have invitation card, then only you will go for the function, right? So that is what we call as if anyone give you the invitation, or if anyone call you for the function, then only you will go for the function, right? Am I right? Like that here is also same thing. Right now, let me take it as a marriage. M-A-R-R. Okay, let's take this wedding. Okay, wedding. So go to heading. Go to wedding. Okay. So when you are going to, when you are going to went for the wedding, guys, when if any person is called for the wedding, how to call this? Simply copy this. Now paste this here. So this is what we call as function calling, guys. Function calling. Now the function is got called. Now this will execute. I'm saying that wedding, array wedding. I'm saying that array wedding. When I call this function, when I execute this line, it will create one link to this function. Now this code will execute. Let's see this code is executing. See, now go to wedding is working. Now go to wedding is working. Now you got the idea about the function, how to create the function, how to call the function. And now let's see this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this one as well. Now just wedding, copy this wedding and go to the index.html page. Now paste it here, guys. Now, whenever I click the button, function will automatically call. Earlier, we given statically, like we given wedding like this, we given wedding like this. See, we given like this. This means static, okay? Just remove this, but I want to make it as dynamic. That means whenever I click this button, this should be available. This should be available. Now let's go and see it is working or not. See, refresh this page. So now I want to call the function. How to call the function? If I click this button, if you see this, go to wedding. That means function is automatically calling. Why? Because of inside this, we mentioned that function call. So instead of writing this function call here, I'm just writing inside the button. So now you got the idea how the function is calling. So whenever I click this button, the function will call and it will give the output. Okay, so got it. Now let me go this. Now what I will be do is, let me go here, uncomment this code. Now copy this code and paste it over here, guys. Paste it inside this code function. Okay, now if you see this, observe carefully. It is saying that console.log data. So if I remove this from here, if I go here, see, just go here, console.log data. That means this data is something. I don't know what is this data, but here we have a line called console.log of data. That means this data is referring something. That may be anything. That may be any such type of data, guys. Okay, that may be anything. But this is different. I mean that this line is printing something. This line is printing something. If I go here, see if I refresh the page, why it is not showing any data? Why it's not showing any data? Why? Because of we need to call the function. We need to call the function. How to call the function? Copy this. When we go here, now paste it inside this. Now, if I go inside this, see, refresh the page. So how to call the function? If I click on generate code, see, oh my God, who is giving this? Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. When I click on this generate code, it is giving some data. It is giving some data. So now see carefully, guys. So here is the, let's see carefully. So if you observe here, observe carefully. We have the square bracket. We have the square bracket. See, starting square bracket. And this is ending square bracket. In between this, we have this objects. What is the name of this? What is the name of this? Tell me inside the short box. What is the name of that? Square, starting square bracket, ending square bracket, and middle we have that structure like flower braces. What is the name of that? Array of the objects. Exactly one. See, that is array of the objects. Okay. Array of the objects. Everybody should type array of the objects inside the short box. Everybody should write array of the objects inside the short box. I'm waiting for the response. Please be quick. Please be quick. Everyone should type array of the objects or type AOB. Or type AOB. Type AOB. AOB. Everyone. If you type AOB, I will be showing you magic. I will be showing you one magic. Great, guys. Great, guys. Now, let's go back. Let's go back. Now, I will show you one thing. If I click this, what it is having, if you see this, text is nothing but genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Author is Thomas Edison. So, Thomas Edison is the author and he is giving the text called, this is a code. Earlier, we've written the quote, but this time it is a text, okay? Only name change, but quote is same and this author is same. So what is API? API is nothing but JSON data. I'm going to write over here. See, API is, so take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. API is JSON data and it is in the structure of array of objects, and it will be helpful for developer. See, API, see guys, API is a JSON data. So what is nothing but JSON data? JSON data is nothing but if any data, if it is in the format of array of objects, if it is in the format like this, if it is in the format like this, okay, if it is in the format like this, so this is what we call as JSON data. Simply, if it is in the format like this, we can simply say that it's a JSON data. Okay, my handwriting is a little bit bad. JSON data. Okay, let me type JSON data. Okay, then, okay, up to this is okay. API, JSON data term is also clear. It is in the structure of array of objects. Array of objects term is also clear. It will be helpful for developer. What is this term? It will be helpful for developer. How it is going to be helpful for developer? So now I will tell you. Suppose if you want to write and code like this, suppose if you want to write, or like if you see this, if I say this, basically, how many codes we have? Let's see how many codes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 13, 14, 15. That means we are having 15 codes. 15 codes with authors. Suppose if you want to write 15 codes with 15 authors, you need to think who is the author and what is the code. See, just now we've seen that I'm just taking some time to write some code and I don't know proper codes, right? I don't know proper codes. I'm just asking to you, Array, tell me any code. And you guys are telling me some codes. And I just been taken some random author names, right? So if I want to create a data with codes and authors, it will take nearly 2 hours of time. If I want to create 15 codes with the 15, like what was that, authors. If I want to write 15 codes with 15 authors, how much time it's going to take? Can I say that it's going to take 2 hours? Because I need to think the author names at the same time. Regarding the author name, I want to give the code, right? It will take 2 hours of time. If I want to write this code, it will take 2 hours of time. Yes or no? Yes or no inside the chat box? Yes or no inside the chat box? It will take time or not? If I want to write this code, definitely, obviously, it will take time. Even though if it is not taking the 2 hours, it will definitely is going to take at least half an hour of time to write this bulk of code. But you no need to write this code because it's been already written by some other persons. So it is in the format of JSON data. JSON data is nothing but array of the objects. That means somebody has written this code. It's been placed inside a CDN. It's been placed inside a CDN. What is the CDN? CDN is nothing but content delivery network. If I copy this URL, if I go to the Chrome, if I paste it over here, let's see the magic. Let's go and check it out. Let's see, guys. Okay, this is what we call as the JSON data. See, array and then final array, and this is what we call as all the data. Object 1, object 2, object 3, object 3. You no need to write this. It's been already implemented by who implemented this? It's implemented by some developers. I don't know who implemented this. I think it is implemented by freecodecamp.org. Okay, freecodecamp.org is an organization. They implemented this. So you no need to write the bulk of the code. Okay, API will do the help for you. Okay, API will do the help for you, and you no need to write the bulk of the code. Now, can I say that? Is this a time saver? API is a time saver. If I want to write this all the tags, it will take some time. But if it is already been implemented, it will reduce the time. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? It will reduce the time. Yes or no? So can I say that? That's why I'm just mentioned in a word called it is a time saver. It will be helpful for the developer. Okay, so this is the proper real definition for API. So if anyone asks you what is the API, you can simply say that API is a JSON data and it is in the structure of array of objects and it will be helpful for developer. Cool, that's it. Okay, got it? Okay, now let's see how to fetch this data. How to fetch data. Suppose now tell me based on this, tell me. See, now I want, this is an array, right? Okay, this is an array. Now I want first object. Now I want to show the first object inside my console. Just remove this, remove this, remove this. Just go back and let me log once again. Let me see the output once again. See, just inspect the page. Go to the console. See, whenever I click on generate code, what it is saying that it is giving all the code inside the API, but I don't want all the code. I want the code of first object. How to write that code? Tell me inside the chat box. See, right now we have this data. Data is nothing but array name. But I want only array of the first object. How can I write the code for that? Tell me in the chat box. I'm eagerly waiting for that. Tell me in the chat box. I'm eagerly waiting for that. Please be quick. How can I say that? I want only the first object. Yes, array name of 0. Exactly. So array name. This data is array name. Now I will say that 0. Done. Cool. 0. If you go here, let me refresh this button once again. Let me generate a code. See why it's generating all the code. Wait. 16. Let me remove this. Let's go back once again. See this. Am I done any mistake over here? No, it's perfectly valid. Let's console and log in once again. I don't know why it's showing like this. Is this any live server problem? Let me see once again. If I go to the console, I hope, fingers crossed, I hope it will work. Fingers crossed, I hope it will work. Let's see this. Okay, now it's getting only one code. Now it's getting one code. If you see it, what is this? Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration, written by Thomas Edison. Type it. It is written by Thomas Edison. So this is a 0th position. Now it is in the 0th position. Let's say it is in the 0th. Yes, exactly. This is in the 0th position. Now we got it. Now how to